All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Qt Developer Days 2011. I'm so pleased to be here. I'm very excited to be together with so many of you. My name is Argenti. I run the developer organization in Nokia, which means that my job is essentially to make you happy and profitable. The organization is called Developer Experience because we want to be able to ensure that the experience for you, for the developer, is the best possible from end to end. From the moment in which you think about an application to the moment in which you distribute an application to when you actually monetize on your application on all the platforms that we support. So, of course, the key to achieving that is to be able to reach as many consumers as you can across all your markets, across all the geographies, across all the price points. And that's what Nokia is really committed to offer you. And this is also something that we believe is extremely important for Qt developers because we see a tremendous opportunity for Qt today and tomorrow to reach as many consumers as possible around all our markets. I believe that developing mobile applications is, in fact, probably the greatest opportunities out there right now for Qt developers. We do have over 100 million Qt-enabled smartphones today. And we also, this year, delivered some extremely exciting products based essentially centered around Qt. Some of our new Symbian products, Symbian N9, Symbian Bell, great improvements on the products, on the UI, and also the N9, which is a fantastic product. Probably, I think the best product for developers to develop fantastic Qt applications. And as a result of all those actions, as a result of those great devices for consumers, as a result of great applications that we're starting to get more and more Qt applications on the store, we've seen also our numbers grow tremendously, both the overall download numbers, but also an increasing number of Qt applications being published and uploaded on the store by you. So I think this is extremely exciting for us. Let's take a look at the past 12 months. A lot has happened. We released a much improved version of Qt with new targets, with a much improved Qt Creator, with Qt Quick, which is so important also for the future of Qt. And also, we announced the transition of Qt to an open governance model. And I'm really, really pleased to announce that the Qt project is actually live today. It went live last Friday, and I think that constitutes a tremendous milestone to make sure that we further increase the speed, the influence, but also the transparency on developing Qt. And I think this will be a major milestone to make Qt a success, also thanks to your direct contribution. And of course, this is also a signal that Nokia will continue to invest in Qt. Qt is a strategic investment for us today and in the future. Lars, who's with us today, will talk more about open governance and the Qt project later on. And of course, we also see from the numbers that the Qt popularity is raising. Our downloads of the Qt framework have gone from about 250,000 in 2008. And this year, we're on track to be very close to 2 million downloads of Qt. And I think that's a tremendous sign that the Qt is actually having an increased popularity and is really driving a lot of the growth that we're seeing also in application consumption. It's also interesting to see how Qt popularity is really growing, across other platforms. So seeing the increased popularity in Qt, for example, in some of the Linux distributions, like Canonical, and Rick Spencer is going to tell us more about that later on today. And also, in addition to the 100 million Qt powered devices, and of course, the desktop Qt-enabled applications, we also see a tremendous growth in all the other segments, such as, for example, automotive or the home media devices, which are set to reach over 10 million units this year. So all this is pointing to a very, very clear direction. And of course, I'm really a true believer that for you, there's a great opportunity out there to create great apps and to monetize on those apps by reaching a tremendous number of customers. And in order to do that, we want to, of course, make it easy for you to develop by creating better and better tools. But at the same time, I think the opportunity is also great for others who have not yet developed in Qt. And we have announced, of course, our partnership with Microsoft, and we see that there is a great opportunity also to develop for Windows Phone. So we published a few weeks ago a guide to port applications from Qt to Windows. But today, we're actually announcing that we published the other side of the arrow, i.e., a guide and a set of tools to make it easy to port from Windows Phone to Qt. Because we think that this great opportunity is also an opportunity for Windows Phone developers who have not yet developed their applications on Qt. And I think, thank you, a little timid cheers, but I think this will also tell you that the opportunity is really to reach as many consumers as possible. And at Nokia, we really want to make sure that you have the tools to benefit fully from this opportunity, and also to be able to develop cross-platform in an effective way, and we're going to help you. We make a commitment to make sure that that investment will be something that will guarantee a return for you. So, I've touched briefly on some of the milestones and some of the improvements and some of the things that we've delivered this year. And of course, I think the biggest news for every Qt developer is, when it comes to mobile application, is really the release of the N9. The N9 is such an iconic product. It's something that is truly aspirational for consumers, but also is a great phone to develop applications on. And those of you who have tried it, I think you know what I'm talking about. It's really a fantastic device. And also, one of the things that I really believe is what we call like dog fooding, which means we're really using our own tools. So the new version of the Nokia Store is all built in Qt and QML and in Qt Quick. And since we released that, we've seen a pretty significant uptake in all our metrics, including the Net Promoter Score, which means that with Qt, you can create great applications, and we also use it to create applications for our own devices, which I think is really a great sign. The growth of downloads in the Nokia Store has been tremendous. We've reached over 9 million downloads per day, which is something that we're very, very proud of. But what we see is that the application consumption is something that really goes beyond even the smartphone market. Everyone really loves apps. And we've seen also great, tremendous growth on our mobile phones segment of the market. And that's where we see a fantastic opportunity also for Qt, because as we said already, we believe that Qt will be at the center of bringing great apps to the next billion. And I like numbers to talk for themselves. You can see that we have a pretty spectacular growth in pretty much all the metrics, in terms of downloaded apps, in terms of published apps, in terms of also sales of Qt apps. There's been a 20 times increase in Qt application revenue this year alone. And in fact, this is just 9 months in the year. So I think that's actually spectacular growth, and we see that there is a sort of a virtuous circle. The more we get great Qt apps, the more we get monetization from consumers, the more this monetization opportunity drives more developers to develop apps for Qt. So I think this is really showing something, that should, to all of you, smell and feel and look like a great opportunity. Last week I spent about 4 days in Chennai, in India. It was a great experience. We also have one of our, actually, the largest factory and one of the largest Nokia factories in the world. But most importantly, I spent time talking to consumers, talking to retailers, walking into care centers, looking at what people do every day. And India is an incredible country. There are possibly around 40 million PCs, and there are about 800 million mobile subscribers. So India has almost like skipped a generation, and they went directly to mobile. And what's been really clear to me is that most of the people there, and in many other countries, will most likely experience the web and the internet through apps rather than through mobile browsing. Mobile browsing is very important, but apps are really driving the internet experience, also for the first-time internet users. And so because we see signs that the next billion will be connected through the internet via apps, we believe that there is a fantastic opportunity to bring apps to the next billion in that specific consumer segment. And we at Nokia have decided to make Qt absolutely core to achieve this vision. It's something that is going to happen through you, but I think I really want to make sure that you see this fantastic opportunity in front of your eyes. So, to summarize, we've seen that Qt is increasingly popular to the developer community. It's also increasingly popular to consumers. Consumers don't really see that there's Qt behind an app, but they see a great app. And this is really what the Qt experience delivers. And we see more and more of that every day. And of course, we want to make this experience better and better, and we really want to drive it further. And we believe that Qt 5 is such a fantastic opportunity across all the targets. And Qt 5 is going to be something that will really take it to the next level, and is going to be built by the community, because we believe that this is really what's going to make it faster and more transparent, and really based on meritocracy. So that's where we want to take it. And we will actually continue investing on Qt as really one of the strategic assets for Nokia, especially in light of the fantastic opportunity that we have ahead of us. So my message to you is, think about what consumers want first. This is really something that is valid across all the platforms, not only for mobile. But at the end, today, consumers are more demanding than ever. They want apps that are easy to use. They want apps that are beautiful, that have beautiful UIs. When it comes to mobile, they want apps that are really helping them do something more in their lives. So when you have this opportunity in front of you, and also when you think about all the ways these consumers can be reached, and mobile also being one of the main ways of actually reaching those consumers, I think Nokia can be a fantastic vehicle for you to basically reach this incredible opportunity, make applications that really impact people's life, and at the end, also do it in a very profitable way. So this is really what we're committed to deliver to you. I think, if there's one thing that you need to remember, is that Nokia really believes in Qt. I do believe in Qt. I'm a big fan. But most importantly, I want you to believe that this is possibly the greatest opportunity that you have in front of you. And so, to make sure that all of you have this fantastic device that I talked about, so that you can actually start creating those great apps, for those of you who have not done it already, we're going to do a little poll here, a little game. There's, you have colored dots in your badges. Have you noticed that? Look, please. OK. So you might wonder what those dots are for. Well, those dots are your ticket to a lottery. So at least I'm here handing out prizes. But I think this is actually something that you're really going to like. So those dots, assuming that we have good color correction in the screen, are the same colors as one of these two dots. And here is a little randomizer application with a little algorithm up there to generate a 0 or a 1. And so I will actually start flipping the, so I need to switch to this projector here where I have the live poll going. And when I press the button, those of you who have that color in your badge will receive a fantastic N9. You like that? And this is real, live and running here. So I'm now going to press the button. OK? Ready? Daniel. OK, give me a cue here. 3, 2, 1. Go! All right. The blue team wins. What's my color? This is what you're going to get. All right. So this concludes my presentation. Again, I'm so happy to be here. Of course, we have Nokia World this week. I'm not going to be able to stay long, but it was a real pleasure to hang out with some of you last night, to be here today. And, like we say in Italian, forza Qt.
Thank you very much.